again to talk to the hand reviews. I'm Bo, the review later. What did you think of that little 80s type of piece? Was that fun? Didn't I want to make you dance the way people danced in the 80s? And I know. We did this kind of thing. I've never seen that dance ever since. Plenty of reasons why, probably. Anyhow, welcome! Thank you for being here. If you like content about cosmetics and creams and whatnot, and some lady telling you how she remembers things when she used to work in cosmetics and perfumes. Here I am. Please subscribe. Yes, here we go. I'll make. If you like content about makeup and perfume, please sub. Please sub. Alright, today I have a fragrance I've been excited to tell you about. It's not really a fragrance I have any history with, but I really love it. It has a box, but I got mine at the duty free, so I got a deal. I ain't gonna tell you what the deal was, but it was really good. So if you ever go to the border and you're in there, you go to the border and it's usually alcohol that people buy, but don't forget they got fragrances at good deals. So this one, sorry, my hands are really weak. It's not hard to do, it's just my hands are weak. Okay. Oh, I love this. I love this. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, this is Perry Ellis 360 Red. Perry Ellis 360 Red. And it is it's like cheer in a bottle to me. It reminds me of when I used to work as a florist, and this lady used to come in who had these children's recitals for their dance recitals, and she would come in and she'd buy a single rose for each of the children, and then I used to wrap it up. Anyways, she was so cheerful and full of excitement for these kids and their recital, and so it was kind of, I feel like this fragrance is that kind of person, that really cheerful, spontaneous. If it's funky, why not? Anyways, just the kind of person who everybody loves. Just come into a room, all of a sudden you brighten it up. That's this fragrance to me. I'm not kidding. I really love it. But I've never had it before. And let's see, now I'll tell you my little research about it. And then I'll tell you about this guy, because I do have a history with Perry Ellis. I was thinking, I have no history with Perry Ellis fragrances, but I actually really do. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There was no nose listed for it. It was, I believe this was released in 2003. I just haven't bought it until recently. First impression, cheerful, upbeat, yes, sophisticated. It's cheerful and upbeat, but it's kind of more of an, I don't want to say adult, because I wouldn't steer younger women away from wearing it. It's really nice. But again, like a lot of the light florals that you're going to hear me talk about, that's what I like. So that's what I'm likely to talk about. Let's see. Okay. There's no strong base notes in it, which is kind of nice for me. I'm not really a fan of really too much base note. Well, not a lot of those heady base notes. But this fragrance, I think it has, you know what it reminds me of? The first smell, it reminds me of hyacinth and strawberries, but it's not sweet. But it reminds me of hyacinth and strawberries. And what do people think it smells like? Well, I'm glad you asked. 68 people said it reminds them of Clinique Happy. I agree. It's a lot like Anne Klein fragrance, which I also have reviewed here. Just a really nice, light floral that is also an excellent, buy without knowing what the person might like. I think this is a really good one. I saw them, you know what? I got so curious about these because they have a bunch of these now. The Perry Ellis. Right now they're pushing the 360 Coral, I think. But they've got a lot of different ones. And when I was doing, like, around Christmas time last year, I was doing, around holiday time last year, I was doing those lurk with me at this place or that place. And I found the cutest little set of little mini ones of these. And they had this little ball top. They were just so, I wanted those. I wanted to get those. But, I wasn't after buying things at the time. I was just after recording them and seeing what was out there. Because I love gift sets. They're almost always a good deal, by the way. Let's see. Okay. Liz Claiborne, Curve. I don't remember particularly liking Liz Claiborne Curve. But I don't have very much history with it. So I can't say that I agree or not. Eau de Caron by Caron, which is probably quite an old fragrance. I don't know though. It might not be. It might be one of the newer ones. Tory Burch by Tory Burch. I wouldn't say that. I have tried that. Oh, wait a minute. I could be wrong about that. I know I've tried the Tory Burch, but it might not be the original one. So I'm sorry. I shouldn't speak if I don't have the answer. I should just be quiet and wait till later. Okay. And Turquoise Flower by Drew Barrymore. I've never tried it, but I bet you it's nice. All right. Okay. Oops, wrong way. Time for a dance break. Okay, I'm done. Now I gotta tell you about my history with Perry Ellis fragrances. Back in the day, one of the things I did was I worked as I was like a promotional rep for Oscar de la Renta line of fragrances. And our Oscar de la Renta was always our main line. But when we were in the stores, the fragrance company I worked for also had a number of other fragrances that we also promoted if people came up and they wanted to know about things. And we had the Perry Ellis for women and Perry Ellis for men. And the Perry Ellis for women, at the time, there was only one for women, this one, and one for men, which is, by the way, a fantastic fragrance. And I recently smelled it again. It still smells great. It still smells just like it used to, maybe even better. But anyhow, what I want to tell you about this little guy, this is the original Perry Ellis perfume. And this is in my collection of minis. I have a collection of 50 minis that I put in my storage since the 80s and 90s and never opened. And just to see years from then, like today, would they still be, would they smell the same? And these are mostly perfumes. So that's a lot of pure perfume oil. So what I want to do is I'm going to open this now. We're going to see if it still smells like it used to. Okay. We're going to see. Does it still smell the same? I always did like Perry Ellis for women. The original. Yes, it does. Put a little bit on my skin. It hasn't really lost any of its. Oh no, that's it. That's it. So you see, perfumes can last and last and last and last and last and last. Like eau de toilettes and colognes can't. I don't know what's up with them. Anyways. So that was fun discovery. I know a couple people who watch my channel are curious about my minis collection, which is kind of fun. But and I still have a lot more to open up and share with you guys and let you know. Do they still smell the same? Have they changed? But yeah, I guess that's about it for Perry Ellis Red 360. I really like it. And we'll dance out, all right? And subscribe if you like this kind of content. But I always feel funny asking people that because you know how it is. If you want to subscribe, you are a person of your own free will. And you can subscribe if you get in mind to do it on your own. You don't need me to tell you, subscribe, subscribe. Why don't you subscribe? But, all right, we'll dance out.